I'm going to show you the install of a Synergy's heavy duty steering kit today. I removed the original Dodge tie rod and drag link, as you can see here. Even though the Dodge had a recall on the tie rod back, and I had it replaced in 2015 by Dodge under the recall. Dodge had problems with their tie rods back then, with them just breaking. And as you can see, the Dodge one does look pretty strong, even if it has a weird tube in a tube there, or the end in the tube, I guess. I've already taken and you're supposed to lube up the cup, take the rubber out of the cup here and lube it up between the rubber and the metal cup there. And I've already taken and adjusted this out. You're supposed to have only a couple threads sticking out here on this side. This is the single adjuster as opposed to the double adjuster they have on this side. So I'll show you the install, and I recommend taking and putting the anti-seize on the end here for when it goes into your steering arms. And also I took this apart and put lots of anti-seize in there on both sides, the double adjuster and the single adjuster they got on the other side. Synergy recommends taking and measuring. What I'm going to do is I've jacked the truck up, taken all the pressure off the steering, and then just dropped it back down where the tires can be held in place, and then take and hook up the single adjuster side, and with the double adjuster take and screw it out until it matches up with the steering arm perfectly and fits up there tight, and that'll be good enough until I go have an alignment done, which I'm not going to have since next week I'll be putting the lift on it. It'll probably be just fine for 2 or 3 weeks till they get an alignment done on it. But I'll show you some of the steps along the way. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do so I can get the alignment of see how right now, if you take and you can't push it up anymore, take and loosen it up, and you see how it's slowly getting closer. And then you'll get to a point where it starts getting actually tighter again because you're going too far. So you find that happy medium right. So by taking and jacking the truck up, taking the pressure off the steering, jacking both front tires up, taking the stress off the steering, removing your factory stuff, and then you can line it up because it has a taper in there. See how I get to a point where it's hard, so basically it should be probably right about there. You can see how the tie rods, since it's so I'm going to leave it right about there. It'll be good enough till I get an alignment done. And the tie rod is ready for a final install. I'm tightening up, and then I'll just have to do the drag link. Alright, here it is all finished. Weird part is they recommend putting a washer between the tie rod arm and the drag link and the steering arm. I had to put 2 washers on that. And then over here at the side where it connects up to their tie rod and their drag link connect up, I had to use one to make the cotter pin engage better. I would have thought they'd measured a little better or order different ends. But here it is installed with the with everything. All I have to do is now drive it and make final adjustments for the steering wheel.